You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Peter Obi running as VP will be his greatest mistake. Who said this? From the presidency. Daniel Bwala, special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on media policy, has advised Labour Party leader Peter Obi not to accept any offer to run as a vice presidential candidate in the 2027 general elections. Speaking during an interview on Channels Television, Bwala warned that such a move will backfire and could cause to be the strong support he enjoys among his followers. Obi, who was Atiku Abubakar's running mate in 2019 under the People's Democratic Party (PDP), ran for president in 2023 under the Labour Party and gained widespread backing, especially from young Nigerians. Recently, there has been talks about Obi possibly joining a proposed opposition coalition announced by Atiku in March. The aim of the coalition would be to challenge the ruling party in the next general election. However, Bwala believes joining such an alliance as a running mate would be a political miscalculation for Obi. Peter Obi will be making the biggest mistake of his life to now come together under the agreement he will be a running mate, Bwala said. He added that Obi supporters, popularly known as Obedience, are loyal to him as a presidential candidate, not as a vice presidential option, because all of the people you are hearing Obedient had only one contract with Peter Obi, that he will run for the president. The minute Obi drops the idea of running for president himself, I can guarantee you he will lose the majority of the people that are following him. This is without taking away the fact that Peter Obi himself may not be comfortable in that arrangement. Bwala also praised President Tinubu's strength and political experience, claiming that it will be nearly impossible for any politicians to defeat him in 2027. Let's leave joke aside. Most of them are prodigies of Asho, a man who won election when all the forces were against him. That's Ashiwaju. Will now lose election when he is in power. When you have the opportunity to deliver on good governance, you have the opportunity to stretch your hand and make it a national consensus, as he is doing. He went on to say that the opposition coalition being proposed is already showing signs of failure. But those who are close watchers of events and activities and are not moved by emotions will see signs that indicate the coalition is dead on arrival. And what are those signs? Governors on the platforms of their parties were joining us, senators are joining us. Everywhere where they think they have those strong structures, the people are coming under the tutelage of President Bola Tinubu. Because the president may not be perfect, he may make mistakes, but one fact is clear: his head and his heart is right. And there is no politician alive that has political gravitas to gather people as much as the president. We are not bothered. Well, those were the submissions of Daniel Bwala. He's a special advisor to the president on communication, information, and his take is on the fact that the forming coalition of opposition party into wrestle power from the ruling party in 2027 is thinking of bringing Peter Obi in as a running mate, not as the main flag bearer. And I think from his own point of view, he is feeling that that's voila, that is going to be a wrong move, in any direction, whatever, whether it's the right direction or wrong direction towards the election. That if Obi should try to do that, of course, the followership he has been enjoying, like fully from those young Nigerians who call themselves obedient, might not be there again, because Bwala specifically said that the contract between Peter Obi and these young Nigerians is presidency. If he's not running as the main flag bearer and he's trying to run as a running mate, he might not gain that kind of traction again. Such a cult-like followership he enjoyed towards the 2023 election, you might not see it again because of that singular fact. He also pinpointed that apart from the fact that the followership may not, continue with him, he himself may not be, comfortable in the arrangement. Of course, in our country today, whoever is the flag bearer will be eventually, if they win the election, becomes the principal, and whatever he wants is what is going to be done. And he, as a vice presidential candidate, let's say they win, will want to come in as a leader of a particular bloc and want to assert themselves and also ask for their right. But the way Nigerian constitution has given power to the principal, the president, he won't be able to feel comfortable in that arrangement. That is what Boala is trying to call his attention to, and is advising him even not to even try it. But then, is there no foul play? Why is Boala so interested? He is from the ruling party. Why is he prognosing into opposition matter? What is his business? If Obi is comfortable in that arrangement or not? And what is his business if Obi decided to take the position of a running mate and or not? I think to some extent, Boala, as a member of the APC, should focus on what APC is doing and tell Nigerians so that we will know exactly that this is where where they are going. Instead of leaving the matter of economic situation that is going on in the country, that Naira is losing its full power and people are not finding it easy even to make ends meet in the country. And there is need for him to also strictly do his job of advising the president on communication issues. And also he can even contribute, since he's a PhD holder, he can contribute one way or the other to the law arm of the government or aspect of this administration, and also even to the economy. These are some of the things I think Daniel Boala should face. But we can't rule out the fact that there is an iota of fact in what he has said concerning the move of Peter Obi as regards the coalition. He also made mention of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that yes, he's a human being, he has his own mistakes and errors, but as at present now, if he stooped to conquer while he wasn't in power against all odds, how much more will he be able to, overcome any challenge that come to him going forward to 2027 election? He specifically pinpointed the fact that the coalition will fail if is dead on arrival, because some of the strong men that the coalition thought they have are already defecting and joining the ruling party, already buttressing the fact that Tinubu's political style is something and somebody need to, watch and copy. And knowing fully well that he has a full arm and being able to bring a lot of people under the umbrella of the party. As it is now, as it stands, Boala is categorically telling the world that it's going to be difficult to defeat Tinubu when all the paraphernalias are at his disposal. Remember to like and share. Thank you.